Did I scare you? Did I scare you? Good morning, people. How you all doing? Actually, good evening, good night. Good wherever you are, to be honest. I'm all over the place today. But, hey, I hope you're all doing good today. Today, I'm really feeling inspired by JID's God Does Like Ugly, so I want to make 2 beats in the style of that album. I want to make one kind of like boom trap-esque kind of beat, similar to Community, the song with Clips, and then I want to make a more like ignorant trap heavy style beat, kind of like the song with Baby Kia and the song that features, or the song that samples Walk by Comethazine, which was crazy when I first heard it. I was like, no way, bro, is that Walk by Comethazine? But I think I want to start off with a more soulful boom trap kind of beat, and then later on get into the more heavy aggressive trap style. So I had this vision in mind. I was already playing the keys earlier, and yeah, I just want to get it down real quick. So I have this E-piano right here from Xenology. Yeah, let's get started. So I'm just gonna play some keys real quick and see what I can come up with. Let's actually work with my BPM real quick. I kind of like how that sounds. Let's record that in. Give myself 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bet. Probably won't quantize that. Just see how it sounds. Maybe quantize this part. This is a little off. Okay, I think I'm gonna layer that with a piano just to keep things nice and big. And then eventually, I'm probably gonna change the key because this key's kind of hard to work in with guitar. But I want to include some like don jump, those kind of guitars, you know what I'm saying. I've been really obsessed with this piano recently, the Opus Pianos Platinum from East West. This piano's pretty killer, especially if you enable the other mics. It sounds really good. So let's see what I can get with this. What if I go? Let's see what it sounds like with it. That sounds kind of cool. Go with the 9th at the end. 2, 3, 4. That's kind of clean. That's kind of clean. Hey, what's up, Todd? How you doing? Okay, so I'm going to change this. Right now we're at F sharp major. I'm going to change it to maybe G major. That is not G major. Holy moly. Yeah, I'm gonna change it to G major so that it is easy to play on guitar. Cause what is this? That's a G sus2 and then a D major. That should be pretty easy to play. Chillin', I was just producing. Hey, me too, homie. Okay, that's sounding pretty good so far. I actually really like how that sounds. Let me go ahead and grab my guitar real quick. Alright. Let's see. Where is my transmitter? Oh, there it is. If you guys aren't tapped in, this is like my favorite piece of guitar equipment right now. It's the X5 Audio A58 wireless guitar system. I will say they sent me this for free, but it's genuinely something that I've been using all the time. It's so helpful. Like, you literally plug one side into your guitar or bass or anything that takes a quarter jack, and then the other one goes into your audio interface, and you can literally just... No chords, no nothing. It's goated. Okay, so... holy shit, bro, I'm all over the place. I am going to pull up this website called All Guitar Chords, which is super, super helpful when making guitar patterns based off of an existing chord progression. So let me I'm gonna pull it up right here. So yeah, I already have all these, bro. Why am I getting advertisements for that? So right here, you're able to select any kind of chords that you want. So our first chord in the scale, or in our progression, is a G sus2. And then boom, there you go. And it all has different variations of it. So I might... Oh, wait. Oh, shoot, I'm in D, A, E, A, C, sharp, E. Hold on. Actually, no, I'm in F, A, C, G, C, E. Let me retune my guitar real quick, and then we'll get that started. Where's my pick? There you go. Alright. Perfect. Very cool. Now we're in business. Alright, let's go ahead and disable that here. And then just see what our guitar chords are. So, if I'm on 10th fret like this. Right? No, like this. Cool. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Let's see if that sounds good in context. Or maybe this will sound better. That's kind of a stretch, hold up. Am I fucking it up? I think I am. Holy shit! I am trash at guitar. Where's my... Okay, maybe I'll just go with the standard maybe I'll just go with the standard G major 7. Because I think that's what we're playing. We're playing like a G sus2 major 7. So... and then it goes to a D major 7, I believe. So it goes... There you go. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. So let's see. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, cool. I'm gonna raise this a little bit so you guys can see. Yeah, there you go. let's go ahead and record that in. Oh, I had the 3, 2, 1. All right. That sounded pretty cool. I'm content with that. Hey, what's up, Mosaic? Thank you for popping into the stream again. Good to see you. Alright, let's go ahead and throw some effects on this. I'm just going to keep it simple with just a standard amp sim. I do not know what I just opened up. Okay, yep. We'll go with, where's like a clean amp sim? Go to clean. It's a little too bright for my liking, so I'm going to probably just switch the amp. There's one in here, Afrofunk. This one's pretty... Yeah, that one's cool. I like that. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to double track this guitar because it feels a little lifeless right now. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and double track this. I'm just gonna play the exact same thing, but one of them I'm gonna pan one. I'm just gonna play the exact same thing, but one of them I'm gonna pan it to the left, and the other one I'm gonna pan it all the way to the right. So it'll just give it like a much more wide sound. I immediately forgot how to play this. There you go. Okay. That was kind of sloppy. I'm gonna do it again. Oh, I hit my toggle switch at the end. I wonder if that fucked with it. Let's see. Actually, it doesn't sound bad. Okay, let's go one left, one wow, one left, one right. Just something as like a little textural component in the back, nothing too prominent. Whoa, hold up. Ooh. I'm just gonna cut out this last part because that sounds really funky. I don't like how that sounds. Hey, what's up, Tribune? Sorry if I mispronounced your name. I'm really, really bad with names. Okay, I'm gonna throw in some kind of high string, and then maybe a bass line, and then we're going to flip this sample into something boom bap. Hollywood strings, first violin, let's do that. I want to do these expressive violins. These are really, really nice. So I'm thinking I'm just going to play the thirds of our chords, because that typically lends itself well to like higher progressions and stuff like that. Higher. Maybe I'll play the fifths. Yep. Give me a 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that. Okay, so I'm actually gonna put you guys on a little bit of game here. So this little thing that I did at the end. Here real quick. This little thing that I did at the end. This E to D. Is a way to transition back to our first note. Actually, I should probably do an E to C sharp. So this E to C sharp will transition into our D at the beginning of our melody. Also, my camera looks like it's about to overheat right now, which is a little rough. So we'll see what happens. And then that will like. So what's the key in the scale? The key in the scale is G major, I believe. Yeah, G major. And then we're just playing a 1 to 4 progression, I believe. I'm just gonna do what it is. And then I'm gonna have this be a portamento violin. That way it's a bit more expressive. Let's go right here. Ooh, beautiful. I think, yep, my camera just overheated. Alrighty. That's a bit unfortunate. Alright, let's give my camera a quick little second to recuperate. I'm gonna turn up my fan, since that's the case. Give me 1 second. Alright, I love this. Where is my fan? Okay, there you go. Alright. Recording might be a little bit more noisy at this point since my fan is on, but that's just what happens. I guess while my camera is down, you're saying, are you gonna make a video for the new Quad album? I was, but since Quadeka already made like a 4-hour breakdown of every single song on the album, I feel like he breaks it down better than I, obviously, since he's the one that made it. So I feel like making a production tutorial would be a bit redundant since all the information is readily available. I am going to be, however, making a chord progression breakdown of each and every song on Vanisher. I'm working on that right now. It's a bit difficult because Quad's songs are very diverse. So there will be like multiple chord progressions in one song that I'll have to analyze. But I'm going to be breaking down like the music theory behind the project rather than the production, since that's already readily available information. Okay, let's see if my camera wants to cooperate now. I think, oh, we're in business. Okay, cool. I just have to hit record again real quick. I'm just gonna. Okay, cool. We're back in business. Let's get back to this. Let me pull my chat up real quick. Okay, cool. You fuck with violin beats. Oh, someone on Reddit posted a shit ton of tabs. No, they beat me. I knew I was working too slowly. I still want to do chord progression breakdowns just to kind of, like, why is my camera already overheating? This is pissing me off. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. I still want to make a chord progression breakdown just because I want to analyze the music theory behind the chord progressions, not just like give you guys the progressions. Like I want to analyze what makes the progressions effective and like stuff like that. Like I like getting all nerdy about that kind of shit. The Quadeca fans are really crazy. I love them. Yeah, man, they really are. I try not to tread into the Quadeca subreddit because that shit is insane. Like pre-Vanisher, when like everybody was just waiting for an album drop, people were fiending. That's all I can say. I don't know what's worse, the Quadeca fandom or the Hollow Knight fandom. I've actually never played Hollow Knight. It's literally next on my list. I'm playing Expedition 33 right now, which is a banger game, by the way. And Hollow Knight is next on my list, but I didn't know the fandom was, like, crazy. I just heard it's a really good game. Aw, thank you, Brandon. I miss you, too. That's my little brother. He just moved to Connecticut. He's going on a hockey prep school. So he's... I live in California, so he's, like, living across the country. Miss you, homie. Alright, I'm gonna throw down a bass line, and then we'll flip this sample. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. I wanna get a little funky with the bass line. That way we have a little bit of groove and a little bit of rhythm to work with. We're going from G to D, E, F, F sharp, G. That's probably D right there. Alright, let's go ahead and put this on an instance. Pull up Corey Wong. I like using the P bass preset. Cool. Cool. I like using a tuner to see what notes I'm playing because I'm kind of bad with like... So that's G. Okay, that's D. I was correct. What are my notes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so just all the white notes, pretty much. Boom, boom. I don't know if you do spoilers, but are we ever getting a Lucy Bedrock tutorial? I saw your comment on my most recent video and I didn't respond to it, I'm sorry. But you will be getting a Lucy Bedrock tutorial. I have a beat cooked up, I just need to formulate it into a video. Cause what I want to do is I want to switch between like my very high production style videos and my more laid back videos like how I used to do. Cause those high production style videos take a fuck ton of time to make. And like I just get burnt out really easily just making a ton of those. So I want to make a high production value Lucy Bedrock tutorial. So I'm working on it right now. Ralphie Chu. You said, what would go hard as a Ralphie Chu tutorial? I don't know if you know him. It's like an art pop shit like that. Okay. I've never heard of him, but I really fuck with art pop. So maybe that'll be on the list. I'll listen to him after the stream. Ooh, that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. I like that. Let's record that in. Hello? Oh, this is still like this. Hold on. Wait, no. Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay. Piano chords is so fire. Thank you. Thank you. No 3, 2, 1. Let me raise this real quick so you guys can see what I'm doing. You guys just, I'm just looking at my fucking cock and like. Alright, bet. I feel like that's pretty good. Whee! Alright. So now, actually I lied, I want to add one more thing. I just want to add like a little hi-hat to emphasize the rhythm. So like a little like, little you know what I'm saying? You probably don't know what I'm saying, but that's okay. I like that bass line. I'm just gonna get like a standard. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's just gonna be the fucking hi-hat. Thank you. Very groovy bass line. That's what I'm aiming for. I want to set the groove of the beat with the melody rather than try to like carry it with the drums, if that makes sense. Just something like that. By the way, the other day I was in YouTube looking for something to watch and I found, I don't know if it's your old channel or something like that. I did used to have another channel. I had a channel called Stinger Beats. It's still up. But I used to just upload like type beats on there. I started that when I was like probably 14 or 15. And then I started uploading tutorials on that channel. And I really enjoyed making tutorials. So I switched over from that channel to a new channel, which is this channel. And I mean like, it was all raps from there, man. Like, I will always suggest producers who have an affinity for content creation to just make content. Like, making content genuinely changed my life. If you don't like making content though, I wouldn't force yourself to do it. But I've been making YouTube videos literally since I was like 9 years old, so I just have a passion for it. I love it. Perfect. I'll quantize that a little bit. You're the only tutorial guy who actually explains shit. Thank you, bro. I really try my best. I'm here to educate. I'm not here to fucking, you know, dilute the water in terms of production. There's already so much shit going on in the production space with like conflicting narratives and stuff like that. Everybody's telling you to do a different thing. I'm just here to teach. That's all I'm here to do. And he said, what do you use for streaming? OBS? Right now I'm using Streamlabs. I wouldn't really recommend Streamlabs, to be honest. It took me a really long time to configure. OBS is more, what's the word for it? User-friendly than Streamlabs, in my opinion. It is all up to personal preference, but I don't really like Streamlabs all that much. I was like, what the hell? I just haven't switched over because I'm just kind of like locked into Streamlabs right now. I'd have to set up OBS all over again, and that just kind of sounds like a hassle. But yeah. You said Navi D is goated too. Navi D is like my inspiration for YouTube tutorials. Like, he is who I look up to when it comes to YouTube tutorials. That guy is so goated. Said, yo, hit me somewhere I can help you mix your mic because you have noise and stuff. Yeah, usually it's not that noisy, but I have my overhead fan going and I have this like fan unit in the back going because my camera keeps overheating. So I actually might take you up on that. Hit me up on Instagram at StingerBeats21. and maybe you could help me out. That'd be really nice. Thank you. All right, I'm going to split. Actually, I'm going to consolidate this. No, I'm not. I'm going to split all of these by channel. Actually, nah, I'm just going to split all of them by channel. And then render all of them out. That way I can flip it. So the problem I see a lot with people that make music-based content is sometimes the beats that they make are really bad. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of glad I made type beats for 5 years before I started making tutorials. Because if I just started making tutorials the second I started making music, they would have been buns and I would have been flamed. Even my earlier tutorials, there's some that the comment sections are just this shit's ass. Which it was, I don't blame them for commenting that, but you definitely need to know what you're talking about and know what you're doing before you start making content like that, because it can go south. I'll just say that. Blind leading the blind, yeah, exactly. So we have these guys right here, and then 1, 2, 3. All right, these guys, cool. I'm gonna throw those over here. I'm gonna route these all to one bus. That way I can manipulate them all at the same time. I'm gonna throw down sketch cassette to kind of make it sound a little old. Those guitars. Oh shit. Okay, no, never mind. Let's keep those guitars on the same thing. Insert 16. That's 13. 16. There you go. And then this is on insert 18. Okay, so I'm just gonna route these instead. Insert 16 and insert 18. Route these over here. Cool. And then I'm also going to pitch shift this. Maybe a little bit up. Let's see. You said, what's your album of the year? I'd say I'm torn between 3 albums. I think my number 1 favorite album that's come out this year is kind of an obvious one, but it's Vanisher. Absolutely love that album. I went to the Vanisher movie screening, the movie premiere in LA. Otherworldly experience, bro. The section where this is spoilers if anybody hadn't seen the album movie, but in the last song with Maruja, Casper, when it goes like the mix gets all distorted, and in the music video or in the movie he's going under the water and going back up. Everybody collectively just went like this in their seats. Everybody just leaned forward because it was the coolest shit ever. It was so fire. Vanisher is probably my album of the year, but runner-ups right now would have to be, I really like Revenge Seekers. Revenge Seekers is really good by Jane Remover. And right now I'm really into Racing Mount Pleasant's self-titled album. That album is really, really good and really inspiring in terms of music, to be honest. I'm gonna turn down this bass line a little bit. You fuck with J. Cole? I like a couple J. Cole songs. I really like his song with JID, Off D's. That song is fire. Let's see. I'm not into J. Cole, but I like his big stuff. The only song that I don't like by J. Cole is just Grippy, but I mean that's just I feel like everybody can agree on that. Love Yours. That's the... Is that a song or an album? That sounds familiar. He said, album of the years between Quadeca, J&V, which I think is Joey Valence? I don't know. J&V, Quanic, and Nina Geraci. I've never heard of Nina Geraci. Question for anybody. It seems like there's a lot of prods. How do you determine when your stuff is actually good? So if I'm making stuff for an EP and I can't tell if I'm just overly confident, just court of public opinion. I know you're asking the community in general, but I'll weigh in on it. I think just sending your stuff out to people, like friends, who are going to tell you if your shit is ass, is the best way to go. Like, if you have anybody in your life who is super honest with you, who you could trust to give you good judgment calls, I would send it over to them. Because I have a couple people in my life who, like right now, I'm actually working on a couple singles. Kind of a little bit of a spoiler. I have 3 songs in the making right now. I'm just going to make music videos for them and kind of start my own solo career. But I have people in my life who I'll show them the music and they won't just be like, oh my god, this is amazing, like this is really good. Like, they'll genuinely be like, I didn't like this part right here, this needs to be improved upon, I think you can add this. Which, if if you're not like an egotistical maniac who can take constructive criticism, that is your best option. Just having people in your life who aren't yes men, essentially. Oh, Love Yours sounds like the beat I'm making right now. Ah, I see. I'm kind of torn between what pitch to choose. I rock with that. That's sick. That's sick as fuck. Okay, I'm gonna go into my Surge drum suite because that has a couple of kind of experimental trap kind of sounds. So I'm gonna grab some live snares probably. That's kind of nice, kind of like a soft. I think I'll throw that down just as like a little textural component. Cool. I'm gonna go pretty simple with the drums because the song on the album that I'm basing this off of is Community, the one featuring Clips, which is kind of a far cry from it right now. But the drums are pretty simple on that. The melody more so carries. I'm gonna go boom da, 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 ba. So I'm still making my beats on BandLab. Hey, whatever. I'm a big proprietor of just making music with the tools that you have. Like the first 2 years that I was producing, I was making music on FL Studio Mobile. Granted, I was like 13, but like that's just what I had. So I mean, you could, like, in theory, make great music on anything as long as you have the vision and like the artistic talent. I'm gonna throw that one in just as like a little, like a bit of a transient helper. going to solo out these hi-hats. Where are they? There they are. Because I want to get like a nice little groove with them. These two will be lower. This one will be higher. Just kick and snare drums. I think the hi-hat could be cool, but if it's too much, then I'll remove it. I think that's cool. Just something other than like just a basic two-step. Just add a little bit of velocity variation. And I'm also going to humanize it. I should probably explain what I'm doing. If you go to this little wrench icon up here and then hit humanize on the right, it pulls up the humanizing tool, which can like offset the start time of your notes, giving it a little bit more of a human-like sound. And then the velocity range also randomizes the velocity. I think that's a little too randomized. And then there are a couple. Alright, cool, let's see. I'm gonna change out that snare. I think I want something a little more heavy. Okay, I'm going to take these drum sounds and route them to a drum bus and see if I can do something experimental with it. I'm going to throw in a little bit of drum room reverb just to make it sound just a little bit more natural. Let's see what I can find. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to route them. I meant to... Here, hold on. We'll do that. And then route these like this. Yeah, there you go. I feel like that sounds better. And then I'm going to do something wacky. I'm going to pitch this again on the master just to kind of change the sound of everything. So let's see if I can... Oh, Todd said, did anybody listen to indie rock? I thought you were talking about like the genre, but no, the Jane Remover album. I haven't listened to it yet. I don't know if it's on Spotify or on SoundCloud. I would guess it's just on SoundCloud, but you said it's like a 6.5/7. I heard a couple songs off of it. It kind of gave me Revenge Seeker vibes just because of how like big and like bombastic it was. But I'll definitely give it a listen because I really like Jane. Oh, she took it down, I see. Okay, now I'm going to do something a little bit more wacky and change the BPM. So I'm going to switch all the audio clips to stretch, that way I can easily do this. And then see if like a higher BPM would sound good. No. Let's try like 140. And then at the end, I want to throw in a little drum fill. Just to kind of seal things together. Oh, that's a funky one. Holy shit. There you go. There's a little something. Hell yeah. I'll fuck with that. You fuck with the key or the scale? I don't know if that's the same thing, to be honest. But yeah, okay, so what I did is I took this and I pitched it up by 2 semitones, and then I also pitched it up by 50 cents. So I detuned it a little bit so that it's not in any traditional scale. It like sits in between the scale points, pretty much. So it's kind of a pain in the ass when you send these kind of beats to artists, because if they use autotune, then they'll have to detune their autotune, but there's... in like any native autotune plugin, you can detune it to the cents. But I just kind of like the sound it gives. It's very, like, it's more so just for the producer's ears, more so. But like artists like Tyler the Creator and I think even like Quadeca will detune their music by like 50 or 60 cents just to give it a different sound. Alright, yeah, I think that's going to wrap that beat up. I'm just going to arrange it later because that's kind of like the more boring part of making a beat. But I kind of fuck with that. That's kind of like a cool little chill vibe. So now, I'm going to try to make something similar to the songs like GZ and the one with Baby Kia. Just something more like hype and like very heavy and just like trap centered. So I want to start off with some kind of reversed melody. These kind of beats almost remind me of like back in the day when everybody was making Logic/6 type beats and they all sounded the same. Like they all had the reverse melodies, the heavy kick, the rim shot. Like it all kind of sounds like that, but like more modernized and like in a different context. So I'm kind of getting back into like my Logic white boy mindset, like always making Logic type beats. So like I guess a lot of Dead Air artists do it as well. Quanic on Canopsia and Flash in the Pan. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it's not like a common technique, but there are definitely artists out there who do it. It's just kind of a pain in the ass. But like a lot of Dead Air artists produce their own stuff, so they know. But if you ever detune your melodies or beats or anything like that, make sure you include it in the title because engineers will thank you. Bro, can I switch this, please? Let's see what I can get with this. Yippee! My camera overheated again. Alright, let's give it a little bit of time, I guess. In the meantime, if you guys have any questions, I'll look at chat. I know, bro. This is such a problem whenever I record like long videos, because the videos that come out to be like 15 to like 18 minutes are usually an hour to an hour 20 minutes of recording. So in that process, my camera usually overheats like maybe once or twice. So that's that LA weather. Dude, it's been so bad. I really like to play basketball, and I just like haven't been able to play recently just because it's been so fucking hot. You said, who would you want a placement for most, artistically speaking? I think my production style can weave in with multiple different artists. I'd say, not to toot my own horn, but I'd say I'm relatively versatile. Someone I'd really like to work with, obviously, is Quadeca. Obviously, like, placement-wise, that isn't a huge, like... It's not likely to happen since Quadeca makes a lot of his own shit. But I'd like to, like, work with him on something. I feel like that'd be really cool. I feel like, I have pretty decent artistic input. As well as that, 2 Hollis would be cool as well. I'm kind of new into the EDM space, but I really like 2 Hollis's vision and, you know, how he approaches his production, and I feel like we could weave in pretty well. But yeah, it's mostly just like artists that I like, that I would like to produce for. I don't know if I would like to produce for like... I know there's artists that I wouldn't want to produce for. Like, I wouldn't really want to produce for Drake. That sounds like a nightmare. I wouldn't want to produce for probably, I don't know, just like any kind of egotistical artist who doesn't really have passion for the art. Like, Lil Baby, I think he's said multiple times that he just, like, doesn't like making music. So, I feel like I just want to make music with somebody who loves music as much as I do. I'm gonna go with, like, a lower BPM, just like... let's just record this in real quick. Let's quantize it, bring it back over here. Said reminds me a bit of Edward Skeletrix. I haven't listened to his music. I've heard really good things about him though. And my other question, do you have plans to make a Discord? Could be cool for producers to link. I actually have a Discord. I just don't ever go in it. So it's kind of just like falling apart, to be honest, because I don't use Discord at all. But I have a Discord, it exists. It's just kind of dead, to be honest. But I don't know, maybe I'll revive it if the demand is high enough, because there's a couple hundred people in the Discord, but I would need to get a mod or something like that, because I never use Discord. What if I did something like that, like a dotted rhythm? I'm so stupid. Thank you for telling me. Every single time I stream and I start a new project, I don't do this. Okay. You guys should have DAW audio now. Let's see. Yeah, you do. Okay, cool. Holy moly. That always happens. Thank you for telling me. I'm gonna do one of these, so. Don't worry, it sounds like buns right now, but I'm going to, like, just stretch the shit out of it and change it up. I want to just throw in a pad just for a little bit of a lower sound, just to fill in those lower frequencies, and then we'll just flip this. Hey, what's up, Dakota? Thank you for popping into the stream. You said, I don't know how you do this. I get so stressed when producing in front of people. I do as well, but I think I just don't get stressed as much because I've done it in like an IRL setting. So I'm kind of comfortable with just like showcasing my production in front of people. Also, it kind of helps that like there's not a ton of people in the stream. I feel like if like I was streaming in front of like 500 people, I'd probably get a little nervous and be like, oh shit, I gotta make like the hardest shit ever. Someone told me I had a Pokemon-ass beat while making Digicord. That's so fucked up. Some people hate just to hate, man. Like, it's rough. Like especially I don't want to like sound like I'm like bragging or anything like that, but now that like my channel has higher numbers and stuff like that, I feel a higher pressure to make better, higher quality stuff, because if I don't, then people are just gonna fucking trash me for it. So it's definitely like a mental toll, but I mean that's just I guess what comes with, you know, making music. People are just gonna voice their opinions on it, which at the end of the day is a good thing, people being real with you, but at the same time sometimes people just hate just to hate. Like you can make the best shit ever and you'll find somebody who's gonna hate it. So as long as you think it's good, that's really all that matters. Yeah, naturally I find shorts audience have the highest propensity for negativity since they don't always come from your audience. Yeah, any kind of short form, shit like that, it's, yeah, you're definitely right. Because usually like on longer form videos, I have some people that like hate, but the majority of it is usually pretty kind. But when it comes to like short form audiences, like you said, since they don't really come from your main audience, it's just people that are there just to hate. So what I'm doing right now, I should probably show you guys this, is I'm taking my melody itself and reversing the MIDI. So I'm hitting Alt-Y, and it's reversing the actual MIDI because I'm going to reverse the audio. So by reversing the MIDI and then reversing the audio, I'm just bringing it back to its original state. Because I want it to play the same melody, I just want it to have that reversed sound. Oh, shoot, I probably should put cut remainder, huh? Perfect. Alright, so we're going to take this, we're going to reverse it, and I'm just going to stretch the shit out of it and see if it sounds good. I think just this section sounds cool. Oh, let's like pitch it down. It sounds a little happy. Why does it sound happy? I think it's this guy. It's this pad. Let's try this again. Why does it sound so fucking happy? That's why I flipped it vertically. I made it major. I'm such a moron. Preserve start times. Okay, there we go. I think it should be good now. What the fuck? Why does it sound like that? Oh, we're gonna have to Control Z the shit out of this. Let's see if I can bring it back to its original state. Oh! There we go. Okay. There we go. Now we're in business. I'm like, why does it sound so happy? FL Studio fights back more than any other DAW. Dude, it's your worst enemy, I swear. There we go. Now we're in business. Ooh, that's kind of got a cool rhythm. You hear that? Boom, 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 boom. I told you the payoff was gonna be worth it. Alright, that original melody is shitty, I wouldn't ever use that, but like this like switch up is cool. I like it. So right now I'm just going through my custom Portal presets just to see if I can find anything good. So if we were in F sharp, we went down by how many? 800 cents. So it's basically going up by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're in A sharp minor. I'm gonna put it up by like one more, just so. Alright, now I'm gonna need some real hard hitting shit. There's one kick. Yeah, there you go. This kick is so fucking hard. I made it for my Invasion Super Trap drum kit, and this is like the only kick that I ever use. It's so fucking hard. I'm gonna use that, yep. Okay, I'm going to find some kind of hard-ass rim shot, and then I think we'll be able to form this. So trust the process. Yeah, you really gotta trust the process on this one. Sorry, you guys can probably hear my dogs barking in the background. Alright, I'm gonna use that one. My camera's gonna overheat again, bro. I can see the symbol. No, my camera's not recording! Oh my god! Does your dog make beats? Bro, they fucking... They beat me up, bro. My dog is literally like this big. She's a Doberman. I have multiple dogs, but she's the biggest one. That sounds a little bit off. Is the snare itself off? No, okay. Let's like move this over a little bit. There you go, that's more on time. I'm just gonna take this section right here, bring it over to the beginning, that way there's no dead space. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Kind of weird. He said, forgot to mention another great tutorial person is Analog Princess, though she's a bit more niche in sound. I've never heard of her. I'll have to check her out. Fuck it, whatever. Let's get some hi-hats in here. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. Hey, what's up, Prod by Natus? How you doing, bro? Now I just kind of gotta go fucking crazy with the 808s. You've been cooking up all day? Hey, love to hear that, bro. Love to hear that. Those are my favorite kind of days. And what if we go, ba-doo-doo. Yeah, that's hard. I can hear JID on this, like, JID up in the city, yeah, in a minute. Oh, okay. And then if let's just extend this a little bit. JID have been out across the globe. What if we do like a little glide right here? That could sound cool. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it when my camera overheats. I actually have to get like a dedicated fan for my camera. I think that's next on the shopping list. Because this is too much. We've only been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes. We've only been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes and this shit's already overheated what? Thrice? That's kind of fucking nuts, I'm not gonna lie. Well, if you guys have any questions right now, feel free to throw them in the chat because that's all I can really do right now. Literally, like, my room is like ice cold right now and the camera's still overheating. Oh, you said I got a loop hanging around. I can send it to you. Hell yeah, bro. Send it over. You could either send it to my email. It's stingerbeats21@gmail.com, or you can send it over to my Instagram, which is stingerbeats21 as well. I'm always down to use any melodies you guys send me. I want to do like a stream about Just like using loops that people send me, because I feel like that like breeds a lot of creativity. You said no questions yet, but I gotta send you some of the shit I've made with Deathbound. Yes, please, bro. You said loving the snares. The snares and the 808s are my favorite part of Deathbound. Like those snares are really really nice. Like I know I'm talking about my own kit here, but when I make kits, I really am just making something for myself and then putting it out there. So I like the stuff that I make because I make it for myself. Like I have a kit called the Fractals Granular Toolkit. It's just a bunch of like granular glitch percussion type of sounds, and it's like I was needing something like that, so I just made it and then ended up putting it out. I just been in the process of moving for uni. I told you it ages ago. Hey, no worries, man. School's fucking stressful. You said, can I repeat the email, man? I didn't hear you. Yeah, it's stingerbeats21@gmail.com. It's also in my Instagram. Like if you go to like email, like the email portion of Instagram, you can also find it there. All right. Looks like we're back in business. Let's hit record again. All right. Let's continue. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, I'm going to save this. You said, do you do beat reviews? I used to back in the day. I kind of covered this on yesterday's stream, but beat reviews and song reviews kind of just got a bit, I don't know how to describe it, like murky, just because like people would send stuff in, and if I didn't like it, obviously I would tell them, and I wouldn't be like rude about it or anything like that. I'd just be like, hey, like I think this could be improved upon, stuff like that. And I just felt really bad about that. Like I never want to be the reason people don't like their music or the reason that they stop making music. So I kind of just stopped doing that. But it was really fun. I might start it up again because I got exposed to a lot of like really, really great music that I wouldn't have heard otherwise unless I did those song reviews. I'm gonna make this one unique. Pitch it up by 500. Damn, but people like sign up for the opinion. If anything, it's good to know where things can be improved. I'm glad you have that mindset, because some people did. And also, when I first started the streams, it was a very, very kind community. Like, everybody was like, oh, this is really good, or I like this part of your music, but this could be improved upon, just like in the chat. But as I started to do it more, and as I started to get more and more viewers, people were just rude. They're like, damn, this shit's ass, which I didn't like. I'm always like a proprietor of constructive criticism rather than just telling somebody their music is buns, just because like, what's that going to do for them? Rather, other than discourage them. Like, it's not going to do shit. So maybe I'll do it again. Maybe this community will be different, because I used to do them on my old channel. So maybe, yeah, maybe it'll be different. I kind of want to do like a cinematic intro for this. I feel like that could be really cool. So just kind of start it off like this. I'm gonna add some reverb to this to kind of make those little pauses in between less abrupt. So maybe do members/Patreon streams? That could be cool. There you go. Okay, that sounds good. So we'll do this, just copy this back over. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a big, like, orchestral build-up to the drop. I feel like that could be super fucking sick. So we'll go... First thing I want to get, like, a low piano note. Let's open that back up real quick. Boom, boom. Closed lid. There you go. If we are in F sharp, that's... Cool. Said some people are always gonna hate no matter how the beat is. I used to watch some of the beat reviews and people in the chat don't voice their opinion until the streamer talks. Yeah. You said Fantano? Yeah, bro. Fantano's chat is actually like brain dead. It's crazy. Like they actually operate as like a hive mind. Said they were hating on Jane. I feel like... Actually, no. I was gonna say I feel like Anthony's audience would be the type to like Jane, but at the same time, I don't really think that, to be honest. But I think Anthony gave Revenge Seekers a really good score. I think he gave it like an 8 or a 9, if I'm not mistaken. We're in B minor, so... No. He gave it a 9, okay. Yeah, there you go. You said, what piano or MIDI is that? It's the East-West Hollywood Steinway, I believe it's called. Yeah, East-West Piano Platinum Steinway. And then the strings are East-West Hollywood strings. They take up like 100 fucking gigabytes, but it's worth it in my opinion. So he liked Rest in Bass somehow. I think Rest in Bass is like okay. I had like a couple standout songs on it, but it wasn't really anything too crazy to me. Like it's nothing new, to be honest. I like Che's vocal delivery though. It's pretty sick. think at the end I'm going to go up instead. I can go like that. And then I'll add like some like crazy fucking sub bass in there. Shit like that. Actually, maybe I might also do some lower strings. Let's see. If I take this and go... Nope, wrong one. This one. Oh, these are portamento. Hold up, let me just disable that. No, never mind. Sounds a little bit too much. I'm gonna get a sub bass. And then a big brass. Big brass always does me well. I'll get a little Reese. What is Opus? Is it like Contact? It's basically East-West's like plugin player, if that makes sense. So instead of having like all of these individual plugins, they all operate within Opus. That way you don't have to have a bunch of different things open at one time. And what's cool about Opus is on the left right here, you can load a bunch of instances of like different strings or violins or percussion or anything like that within one plugin rather than like munching up your CPU by doing multiple. But I'm just doing this just because of ease. Big old brass. I really like the Venexi octave brass. That one treats me well. Let's cut out the low ends of that. It's sounding a bit muddy. And then I'll add like a little transition right there. I want the strings to be the only thing playing right there, so I'll split this by channel. I want the strings to finish right there. Oh, what the hell? There you go. I was like, why does it look like that? I have this one specific... No. What is it? I name a lot of things Brevinator. It's one of these. Okay, I'll just have to find it. I think it's in my Hive stash kit. There you go. This little riser will go in right there. Ooh, I kind of have a cool vision. This could sound funky as hell, or it could sound good. Oh no, that's the. I want to do like a little like ratchet rhythm at the end with the snare, like something like this. That's very loud. I'm sorry. Ooh, wait, no. Triplets. And then slightly down in pitch. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. And then maybe crash it just to emphasize it. Do you have any tips for sound design if I don't have Serum? Get Vital. VITAL. Pretty much the same exact thing as Serum. Not Serum 2, but Serum 1. And it's literally just wavetable synthesis, and there are tons of tutorials online that go over sound design, and they'll do Serum and Vital sound design in the same video. So Vital, I think, is equally as powerful of a tool as Serum is if you understand wavetable synthesis. So just understand the concept of wavetable synthesis, and Vital will be perfect for you. I'm still a big Serum lover because I've never delved that deeply into Vital, but any standard wavetable synthesis, VST is pretty much going to be the same thing as Serum. Yeah, just delve into that. Of course, homie. I think that's pretty fire. Oh wait, this is... Oh, there you go. I'm gonna have like a cool little like reverb swell intro, and then I think this beat will be done. Aside from arrangement, obviously, but you know, that's the boring part. I'll do that later. I am going to automate the mix of this reverb so that it goes from 100 to 0 right here. It's on the master channel. I think that's pretty fire. I think that's pretty good. So do you work with multi-keys? Oh, and you just sent it to me, thank you. I work with multi-keys every now and then. It's kind of a newly emerging technique, but I'm making a multi-key kit right now with pigments, and I find them very useful for like textural components and kind of just getting started with a melody if you don't want to use like basic sounds, if that makes sense. Like if you have some sort of cool piano melody that sounds cool on like FL keys or some shit like that, and you transfer it over to a multi-key, it can really elevate the sound. But I use them every so often. I think they're a really cool and unique tool. But yeah, I think this is gonna wrap up the stream. I'm really content with the beats we made today. I'm really happy you guys were here. Thank you for all the questions. Thank you for all the support. And thank you guys for just forming a beautiful community. Everything here is so nice and pleasant, just all around positive vibes. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.